The hip-hop world is in absolute shock. What started as a fiery social media feud has now escalated into real-life consequences. King Harris, the young rising star, has reportedly been hospitalized after a violent attack allegedly carried out by associates of 50 Cent. The intensity of this situation has stunned fans, leaving the community reeling and social media ablaze with speculation, fear, and outrage. T.I., a father and hip-hop legend, was seen breaking down in tears upon hearing the news. The emotional weight of seeing his son harmed is crushing, and it has added a layer of human tragedy to what was already a heated feud. For the first time, fans realize that the drama they watched online has spilled into reality, with consequences that are terrifyingly real. Social media exploded instantly. Clips of T.I.'s reaction, fan tributes, and discussions about the attack flooded Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Memes quickly turned serious, debates became heated, and the entire hip-hop community is now questioning boundaries, respect, and the dangerous escalation of public feuds. People are asking, how did a digital clash turn into real-world violence? The situation has everyone on edge. Will King recover fully? How will T.I. respond moving forward? Will 50 Cent weigh in publicly, and could this ignite a larger conflict in the rap world? Fans, influencers, and fellow artists are glued to every update, knowing that this story is far from over. This is more than a feud. It's a dramatic, emotional, and shocking turning point that could redefine consequences in hip-hop drama. The moment King Harris was attacked, the hip-hop world changed in an instant. What had started as a heated online feud quickly spilled into reality, leaving fans, artists, and the media stunned. King, a young star trying to navigate fame, was suddenly caught in a dangerous situation far beyond social media likes and comments. This wasn't a rumor anymore. It was real, immediate, and terrifying. Hospital reports confirmed his condition, and fans around the world were glued to updates, desperate for details about his well-being. T.I., King's father and one of hip-hop's most respected figures, was seen breaking down in tears. The legendary rapper, known for his stoic public persona, couldn't contain the heartbreak and fear of seeing his son harmed. His emotions resonated across social media, humanizing the larger-than-life celebrity and showing the gravity of the situation. T.I.'s raw vulnerability made it clear this wasn't just a family dispute or online drama, it was life-altering, and its impact stretched far beyond music or fame. The attack reportedly involved associates of 50 Cent, adding another layer of tension and fear. Fans immediately began speculating. Was this retaliation? Was it an escalation of the prior online feud? How far would this conflict go? The mere thought that online drama could trigger real-world violence sent shockwaves throughout the community. Social media exploded with outrage, concern, and disbelief. Twitter threads went viral, Instagram stories filled with updates and prayer requests, and TikTok reaction videos spread across every corner of the platform. King Harris's hospitalization sparked heated debates among fans. Some criticized the young rapper's previous actions, arguing that his involvement in the feud made him a target. Others condemned the attack outright, emphasizing that no disagreement or online conflict should ever escalate to real-world violence. The tension became more than just a story. It became a cautionary tale about fame, influence, and the very real dangers of digital feuds spilling into reality. T.I.'s response was immediate but measured. Beyond the heartbreak, he was faced with the dual challenge of protecting his son and managing public perception. He knew the stakes. One wrong move could escalate the situation further, harm his family's reputation, or create a backlash from fans. Yet, his public display of emotion sent a strong message that family is sacred and no online beef, no viral moment, is worth risking the safety of a loved one. As news spread, the intensity of the situation revealed deeper truths about the current state of hip-hop culture. Social media had magnified a private conflict into a global spectacle where every post, every comment, and every video clip had consequences. The lines between performance, persona, and real life blurred, and fans were forced to confront the reality that online feuds could become dangerous in the physical world. The generational divide became evident as well. Veteran artists like T.I. understood the weight of influence and the dangers of letting conflicts escalate. Younger stars like King Harris, while ambitious and visible, were learning that fame comes with responsibilities and risks that extend far beyond the digital realm. The attack was a shocking, violent wake-up call that fame and online notoriety can attract danger in ways that no one can anticipate. Media coverage intensified the drama. Headlines screamed about the attack, video clips of T.I.'s emotional moments circulated endlessly, and every fan, commentator, and influencer had a theory about what led to this shocking turn of events. Online forums were flooded with speculations about motives, alliances, and potential retaliations. It was clear this story had become bigger than King Harris alone. It had grown into a defining cultural moment for hip-hop in 2026. Amid the chaos, the personal toll on King and his family became the focus. Hospital reports indicated he was stable, but under close observation, while T.I.'s anguish reminded everyone that behind every viral feud is a human being facing real-world consequences. Fans shared messages of support, prayers, and concern, creating a digital network of care that highlighted the emotional gravity of the situation. The ripple effects reached far and wide. Social media amplified every detail, transforming private family trauma into a global conversation. Every meme, every reaction video, and every discussion added fuel to the fire, creating a situation that was as unpredictable as it was dangerous. For King Harris, it was a lesson in fame, vulnerability, and the high stakes of public life. For T.I., it was a test of resilience, authority, and paternal instinct. As the drama continued to unfold, one thing became clear: this incident would not be forgotten. The attack on King Harris was more than a shocking moment. It was a turning point in modern hip-hop culture, illustrating the volatile intersection of fame, social media, and real-world consequences. Fans watched, debated, and reacted, fully aware that the next move from King, T.I., or even 50 Cent could redefine the trajectory of the story entirely. The world now waits for answers. Will King recover fully? Will T.I. respond publicly beyond his emotional display? Could this spark further conflict or retaliation? Social media is ready to capture every detail, and the global audience is glued to every update. This is more than news. It is a shocking, heart-wrenching, real-life drama that blends celebrity, danger, and family in a way that few could have anticipated. The saga is only beginning, and the stakes have never been higher. Hip-hop fans everywhere know that this story is far from over, and that every next move could shock the world even further. The world was still reeling from the news of King Harris being hospitalized after the alleged attack by 50 Cent's affiliates. Fans and artists alike were glued to every update, and social media had become a non-stop relay of speculation, outrage, and concern. Twitter was flooded with trending hashtags like #KingHarrisAttack, #TIInTears, and #HipHopDrama2026. Memes started circulating almost immediately, but this was no laughing matter. The reality of the situation had a weight that no online joke could diminish. T.I., meanwhile, remained the emotional center of the storm. Footage of him breaking down went viral, humanizing the rap legend in a way few had seen before. Viewers could see the raw fear and pain of a father witnessing his son's suffering. It wasn't just a lesson in vulnerability, it was a masterclass in understanding the consequences of fame and the dangers that can come when online drama spills into the real world. His tears, shared widely, symbolized the human cost behind the headlines and hashtags. Fans debated endlessly. Some blamed King Harris for inflaming the feud with previous actions, arguing that social media visibility sometimes comes at a dangerous price. Others condemned the attack outright, emphasizing that no disagreement or online spat should escalate into violence. Reaction videos on TikTok dissected every angle, and podcasts devoted entire episodes to analyzing the attack, T.I.'s response, and the broader implications for the hip-hop community. The conversation had moved beyond personal drama into cultural discourse, highlighting issues of respect, accountability, and the dangers of living life in the public eye. Meanwhile, speculation about 50 Cent's role fueled tension even further. Although he had not made a public statement, fans and commentators dissected his previous actions and affiliations, wondering whether he had authorized the attack, indirectly influenced it, or would respond in a way that could escalate the feud even more. The uncertainty only amplified the drama. Every comment, rumor, or online reaction added fuel to the fire, ensuring that this story would dominate headlines and feeds for weeks to come. The generational divide was clear. T.I., as a seasoned artist and father, represented authority, experience, and caution. King Harris, as a young, ambitious artist, had been thrust into a brutal lesson about fame, respect, and the unforeseen consequences of public visibility. Social media had turned every misstep into a magnified event, where one viral moment could overshadow years of work and ambition. Fans watched intently as King navigated the fallout, knowing that his next move would be critical for both his personal safety and career trajectory. Social media's role in this saga was unprecedented. Platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok acted as amplifiers, magnifying both T.I.'s vulnerability and King's precarious position. Clips of T.I.'s tearful moments were shared, remixed, and discussed endlessly. Fans created threads analyzing King's previous posts, debating the nature of the attack and speculating on possible retaliation. Every meme, reaction, and viral post ensured that this wasn't just a news story, it was a digital event, a spectacle that had taken over the online conversation. Artists and influencers entered the discussion, offering their opinions and interpretations. Some praised T.I. for demonstrating authority and defending his family, emphasizing that respect is non-negotiable, even in the digital age. Others weighed in on King Harris, framing him as a cautionary tale for younger artists who may underestimate the consequences of viral visibility. The entire hip-hop ecosystem became a participant in the story, turning private events into public discourse and showcasing how quickly real-life drama can intersect with digital culture. Amid the chaos, the media coverage intensified. Headlines were sensational, focusing on hospitalization, family heartbreak, and potential retaliation. Every news outlet, from traditional platforms to online hip-hop blogs, tried to capture the unfolding story, further increasing public awareness and speculation. The viral nature of the incident ensured that every new update was immediately shared, dissected, and debated, creating a feedback loop that kept the story alive around the clock. King Harris's hospitalization was not just a physical concern. It became symbolic of the dangers of living life in the public eye. Social media has turned fame into a double-edged sword. It amplifies visibility, but also exposes individuals to scrutiny, danger, and unexpected consequences. Fans now saw the harsh reality behind viral feuds and the human toll that often goes unseen in online discussions. T.I.'s emotional breakdown reminded everyone that, at its core, this story is about family, safety, and the fragility of life, themes that transcend social media and entertainment. As the hours turned into days, the situation continued to evolve. Fans monitored hospital updates, social media statements, and interviews with friends and collaborators. Every move by King, T.I., or even potential statements from 50 Cent and his affiliates became a point of discussion. The drama was living, breathing, and unpredictable, highlighting how modern hip-hop conflicts have become intertwined with digital culture, where every action is scrutinized and amplified. The generational lesson was clear. Fame comes with responsibility, and online visibility can have real-world consequences. King Harris had learned this the hard way, while T.I. demonstrated the weight of parental and cultural authority. Social media had transformed private family drama into a global conversation, showing that in today's hip-hop world, no one is untouchable and no action exists in isolation. The stakes continued to rise. Fans speculated about potential retaliation, the involvement of affiliates, and the broader implications for the hip-hop community. Every viral post, reaction, and meme contributed to the intensity, keeping the story alive and continuously evolving. King Harris's next steps would not only impact his career, but could also shape public perception and define his legacy. As this saga unfolded, one thing was undeniable. This incident had become a defining moment in modern hip-hop. It was more than an attack. It was a lesson in fame, vulnerability, and the intersection of digital culture with real-life consequences. The world watched as T.I. stood by his son, emotional yet authoritative, while King faced the daunting task of navigating public scrutiny, physical recovery, and the pressures of a global audience. The story was far from over. Every fan reaction, social media post, and commentary video kept the tension alive, building toward what everyone knew could be an explosive next chapter. In the digital age, where fame and reputation are fragile, this incident became a cautionary tale, a shocking, emotional, and unforgettable event that would be remembered for years to come. The story picks up right where the shock of King Harris's hospitalization left the hip-hop community reeling. Fans were glued to social media, anxiously tracking updates about his condition, T.I.'s emotional reaction, and the possible involvement of 50 Cent's affiliates. The incident had transcended a family drama and erupted into a full-blown cultural spectacle, capturing the attention of millions worldwide. T.I., devastated yet resolute, continued to navigate the storm. The footage of him breaking down in tears had gone viral, with fans and commentators praising his honesty and emotional vulnerability. His tears were not just about personal grief. They symbolized the deep consequences that fame and public feuds can have in real life. Social media was flooded with messages of support for both father and son, trending hashtags, and viral reaction videos that analyzed every frame of the moment. The world witnessed a father's pain intertwined with the harsh realities of celebrity life. King Harris, meanwhile, faced the dual challenge of physical recovery and reputation management. Every tweet, Instagram story, and comment he posted was dissected, scrutinized, and shared. Fans debated whether he would emerge stronger from this ordeal or if the incident would mark a turning point that could define his public persona. His hospitalization had turned the digital feud into something tangible and dangerous, a warning about how quickly online clashes can manifest in reality. The speculation surrounding 50 Cent added a new layer of tension. While he had not yet made a public statement, fans and media outlets dissected every previous interaction, social media post, and subtle hint from his camp. The mere possibility of him stepping into the feud had everyone on edge, fueling rumors and further increasing the story's virality. Every fan theory, clip, or discussion contributed to the narrative, ensuring that this saga would dominate conversations for weeks. Social media continued to act as both amplifier and judge. Twitter threads dissected motives and potential fallout. TikTok creators uploaded reaction compilations, while YouTube commentators debated the broader implications of the attack. Memes that began lighthearted quickly turned serious as the gravity of the situation became apparent. What started as a dispute over a shirt had escalated into violence, hospitalization, and emotional trauma, turning casual observers into active participants in the ongoing narrative. The generational clash remained a central theme. T.I., a veteran and authority figure, represented discipline, legacy, and responsibility, while King Harris, young and ambitious, had learned the harsh consequences of public visibility and impulsive actions. The incident highlighted the pressures of growing up in the public eye, where one misstep can carry consequences far beyond personal regret. Fame is no longer measured only in streams and followers. It is measured in the real-world impact of decisions, amplified by an attentive digital audience. As the hours turned into days, speculation about the next moves kept fans on edge. Would King release a statement or apology? Would T.I. make a public declaration to protect his son? Could 50 Cent respond directly, escalating the feud further? The uncertainty and tension were a magnet for media coverage, ensuring that every update would be dissected and shared globally. This story had become unpredictable, volatile, and highly engaging, a textbook example of how real-life drama intersects with viral culture. Fan reactions continued to polarize the audience. Some praised T.I. for his decisive, public stance, defending family honor and teaching a critical lesson about respect. Others empathized with King, highlighting that young artists often miscalculate risks and the consequences of virality. Influencers, artists, and commentators all became participants, each reaction adding fuel to the fire and keeping the story alive in the digital space. The intensity of fan engagement demonstrated the power of social media to shape narratives, influence perception, and escalate personal conflicts into global phenomena. The attack's implications went beyond personal drama. It sparked debates about safety, the responsibility of fame, and the influence of social media in escalating conflicts. Parents, fans, and industry professionals weighed in, acknowledging the need for young artists to understand the real-life stakes behind digital actions. T.I.'s response became a case study in how to balance public authority, emotional transparency, and family protection in an age where every private moment can become a viral event. Meanwhile, the community remained vigilant. Every social media post, hospital update, or video clip became a point of discussion. Fans speculated about potential retaliation, the involvement of affiliates, and the broader cultural repercussions for the hip-hop world. Each viral clip, meme, and discussion ensured that the story continued to dominate feeds, proving that in today's landscape, real-life drama and online culture are inseparable. King Harris's hospitalization became a moment of reckoning, not just for him, but for the entire hip-hop ecosystem. It demonstrated the fragile intersection between fame, vulnerability, and digital culture, showing that consequences are immediate, real, and far-reaching. T.I.'s emotional response reminded everyone that family, respect, and safety remain paramount, even amid the pressure of viral attention. As this final chapter of Part 3 unfolded, it became evident that this saga would be remembered for years. The attack, the hospitalization, T.I.'s emotional vulnerability, and the uncertainty surrounding 50 Cent's potential involvement had created a narrative that was shocking, dramatic, and unforgettable. Fans remained glued to every update, knowing that the next move could shift the story entirely. The feud was no longer a mere argument or online spat. It had evolved into a cultural event, a cautionary tale, and a viral spectacle all at once. The world had witnessed the dangers of fame, the consequences of disrespect, and the raw emotion of a father confronting the fragility of life. Hip-hop fans everywhere knew this story was far from over, and the anticipation for the next chapter was palpable. In the end, this saga highlighted everything that makes modern hip-hop so compelling: conflict, drama, fame, family, and the unstoppable force of the internet. It was a moment that combined shock, emotion, and cultural significance, and it will be remembered as one of the most intense and viral events in recent hip-hop. The hip-hop world is on edge, and so are you. King Harris has been hospitalized after the shocking attack allegedly linked to 50 Cent's associates, and T.I. broke down in tears. This is more than drama. It's real life colliding with the online world, and the stakes couldn't be higher. What do you think? Was King's feud with 50 Cent's camp escalating too far? Should T.I. step in further, or is he already handling the situation as a father and veteran artist? Could 50 Cent respond publicly, potentially sparking even more chaos in the hip-hop world? Drop your thoughts in the comments now. Your voice matters in this explosive story. Hit like if you believe family comes first and respect is everything in hip-hop. Smash subscribe and turn on notifications because this story is far from over. The next update, statement, or social media post could change everything in an instant. You don't want to miss it. Share this video with your friends who live for hip-hop drama. This isn't just gossip. It's a cultural moment, a lesson in fame, respect, and the consequences of viral feuds. Every fan reaction, meme, and discussion keeps the story alive, and your participation matters. Stay locked in, stay vocal, and stay ready, because this saga is escalating, and the next chapter will shock the world.